Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Had a little bit of a light sort of week as far as races go. Had a couple of horses race up at Wangaratta the other day. Brutify finally got a half decent run. She's been a difficult horse. She sort of gets back and runs home and sort of looking like she wants for 1400 metres, and we actually dropped her right back to 1100 so she wouldn't over race in the middle part of the races, and that worked really well. She wasn't far off the mark. Interesting, that sort of little Sunday meeting at Wangaratta. She'll go on to be a nice horse. The winner will go on to be a nice horse, and they split that race, and in the other division the winner won by 4, and it looked like it's going to be a nice horse. So little nondescript Wangaratta meeting on a Sunday. You might have got 3 sort of potentially metropolitan horses in a little maiden. What else? Miss Gossip Girl, she ran first up. She was okay. Ran 4th. She'll go up the bush. There's a little race for her in a couple of weeks, which would be good. And poor old Redivo didn't even get to go round. They called the races off after race 4, so he didn't even get to go round. It's interesting now, isn't it? Jockeys, they don't really ride on heavy tracks anymore. And as soon as it gets heavy, they either transfer them to synthetic races or they just call them off. And that was the case. It was a heavy track, and there's plenty of kickback. But geez, back in the day, as they say, they would have kept racing for sure. But anyway, everyone got home safe, I suppose. As far as runners go, we're going to have a few runners at Cranbourne Sunday. Here they are. Cranbourne Sunday will take Just Bolts. He's won his last 2, going for the hat trick. Had him in town on Wednesday and he just drew ordinary in a race that just didn't map all that well. So we'll head to Cranbourne on Sunday. That should be a nice race for him. It's 0 to 64. That's the natural next progression for him. I don't think he could be going any better. His track work's good. He looks great. He's, his mind's in a really good spot. So he certainly, you would almost think that this would be his peak run. So he'll get every chance again to run a really good race again on Sunday. So that is Just Bolts at Cranbourne. Belmia goes to Cranbourne Sunday. Now, I'm stepping this filly up to the mile. She's run great races over the 1400 metres and without winning. She just gets so far back in her races. So we're just going to go up to a mile where there won't be that early pressure. So she should be, even if she's a bit slow into stride, she can still find her feet, not have to spend any petrol, and then be really strong. The problem she's got is in these sprint races, she jumps out and she's chase. By the time she catches up to the field, they then start to quicken and she's off the bit, and it's really hard for her. So I actually reckon a mile race for her will be easier than a 1400 metre race. So that's my plan. Dying to see what she's like over a mile. Probably Cranbourne's not really the right track to have a horse that comes from behind, but excuse me. It'll tell me whether she's going to run a mile or not. But she's in good nick, and she's really healthy, happy horse, and looking forward to her racing on Sunday. So that's Belmia. Redivo, he goes to Cranbourne Sunday, the 2000 metre race. Unfortunately, he went all the way to Wangaratta the other day, and little trip to the races, and to stand there for 3 hours, and then they called the races off, so he had to get back on the bus and come home. But you can see he's in great condition. He's just worked. He's a bit steamy. He's only just worked now. And just give him a walk up, please, Les. But you can see he's in great nick. This race will be about half the distance to what he'll be looking for, but then he'll probably back up the following week and into a 2600 metre race where he'll start to get competitive. We're just want to give him a light prep this time in, and then we going to set him for the Jericho again. So, but you can see he's certainly in great condition, and he's just a beautiful animal. And he'll run a nice competitive race on Sunday. But I would say that he'll get back to the winning post, and they'll be waiting for the bell. That's Redivo at Cranbourne on Sunday.
G'day guys, big jobs here. So I have a project on the property that's going to be involving ploughing up our paddocks and then seeding them and getting some fresh green grass in for the next spring. So this is the blades that we have on our power harrows. As you can see, they're pretty worn down. There's nothing left on them at all. So today I'll be taking them off, putting these freshies on. Look at the length on these compared to these. So it'd be enormous. So be hooking them up and then ploughing our mare and foal paddock. At the moment we've got our mares and foals out of those paddocks. Yeah, so here I am tipping the seed in. It's a Mackay's Tropical Blend. It should just thrive in these conditions So let's go start seeding the paddock. And this is the moment. So the drought has broken, the grass has finally come through with a heap of rainfall, and it's exactly what we needed for these conditions. So as you can see, the grass is well and truly thriving, and be perfect for these horses throughout the winter and early months of the spring. That will take us through the summer, and yeah, plenty of grass to go around. So as you can see, it's another masterclass from Big Jobs. Nothing that he can't take on. So thanks guys, and hope to see you soon.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Keen to go to the races on Sunday. A couple of those nice horses. I think really keen to see how Belmia goes over a mile. If she can run a strong mile, or even just finish off the way that she's been finished off the last couple of starts, she might turn into an absolute ripping sort of mile. Might even run a mile and a quarter, I don't know. But she's really keen to see how she goes. Just Bolts going for 3 in a row. Probably gets his chance, doesn't he? I certainly couldn't be any happier with the animal himself. He's going to go as good as he can go, and if that's good enough, well, he'll be right in the finish. So really keen to sort of do that. James chuffed off up to Colac today. Took a horse called California Tides, a Mackay horse up there, have its trial, and she looks like she's trialled up okay, run 3rd. So keep an eye out for her next couple of weeks. She's probably ready to go to the races. Just one thing is we may not have a video next week. Rob's off away next week, so I'm not sure if he gets back in time to do the video, but if not, there'll definitely be a video the following week. But we still might do the video next week. I'm just not sure if Rob will be back or not. But anyway, until next week, see you later.